Hi, my name's Jo. I run a company called Love Hair. We are a team of 32 stylists covering the southeast. We specialise in hair and makeup for brides and bridal parties on their wedding day. Today we are here at Amante in Reigate. Liz has very kindly let us use her wedding dress shop. We're going to be trying out 3 or 4 different styles. They're coming straight from Fashion Week and influences from last year that's going to be really inspirational for the brides of 2011. For more inspiration, you can check out our website at www.lovehair.co.uk. Okay, so the first look we're going to do today on Hayley's hair is a vintage look. It's going to be really big in 2011. Big hair is big anyway. And this is quite good for brides that can do it themselves as well. So the first thing we're going to do is put your hair, or Hayley's hair, into a high ponytail at the crown of her head. So we're sectioning this front bit off. Okay, so we're going to put our first curvy grip in the top, holding really securely right next to her head, and just slide it in there. Pull it nice and tight to get some good tension, and then secure the hair. You can probably get 2.5 turns out of that, I would say, depending on how thick the hair is. And then slide the other curvy in there as well. And that's just really secure, and there's none of this, and there's no little bobbly bits. If you do get any bumps, it's a good idea, now that you're nice and secure, just to brush those out. We're going to take a sponge. This one came from Patrick Cameron. It's actually hair extensions that have been backcombed and placed in a hairnet, so they're quite easy to make at home. But this particular one is from Patrick Cameron, and they're really, really good. They're probably about £7 each. And you're just going to place it. You can actually get these to match different hair colours. There's a blonde one here and a dark one. Unfortunately, they haven't got any red ones, but we're going to try it with this one today. So we're going to get the ponytail and your sponge and just wrap it very gently around the middle. And it doesn't have to cover the whole thing, because we're going to fix that in a second. So just get that nice and secure, so it's nice and sleek, and then turn it around the sponge. And then if you put the sponge over the base of your ponytail, so you're going to cover this completely, you don't want it down here because you'll see your band. You want to cover the band and then place it in there. And just make sure that you cover the sponge, even if it is the same colour. It will hide it slightly, but you're not going to get that shine that you can obviously see with her own hair. This just saves all the backcombing and horrible bits that you have to do yourself, and this is so easy for a bride to do herself. Just a little bit of bend in Hayley's hair at the front. Just very gently with the straightener, so it's not too poker straight, but you don't want it curly either. And just go with bend in the hair and follow it through. So I think quite happily it sits up there.
Go to the ends of the earth for you, to make you feel my love.
So it doesn't really matter where these end pieces are going, as long as they're hidden, because you're not going to see them. But the best way to hide hair so it doesn't flick out is just to let it follow the flow of where it would go anyway. So you're not fighting against the hair, because then you just end up with little bits springing out like here.
When the rain is blowing in your face, and the whole world is on your face.
This is a great style actually. I wore this for an awards ceremony last week. Just nice and sleek. It's good on any hair colour. And it's very on trend, clean. Really wore this recently to an award ceremony as well actually. with a big bow across here, but because we're going for a bridal look, we're going to use one of these gorgeous accessories. So this one was actually used by Cheryl Cole on The X Factor when she had her gorgeous down do, which we're going to do in a minute actually. But we're going to just use this today on this style, just for something a little bit different. And I think it goes really nicely with her red hair as well. And because we are loving big accessories, we're going to have this one. And it sits very nicely. So then any little edges that you want to finish off, wax. It just seals down any little wispy bits. And gives it some shine and finishes it off nicely. Also with your accessories, make sure that your bride's comfortable, because again, she's going to be wearing it all day and doesn't want to be thinking about something sticking in her head. Okay, how's that?
Yeah.
And that's it. Okay, so I've removed the hair accessory and unpinned these front sections that we put in last on the last style, just as an option, because a lot of brides are having their hair back at the moment. It's a little bit more severe, but I think Hayley can carry it off. And again, it's much more on trend. I think last year was all about the side partings and the sweeping fringes, and this year people are having much more off their face. So this very front section first, concentrating on this area because this is where we put the parting in originally. So it's desperately wanting to set into a parting again. And if when we attach it to it nice and flat, because if we push this together and then push it in there, you're going to end up with a line that's going to be really obvious and quite disconnected from this style. So if we keep this piece of hair flat and put your curvy grips in the flat, it's just going to go into the style at the back quite smoothly. As with any hair up style where you're taking it away from the face, if you take it at an angle coming from the cheek, it's instantly more flattering than being like this. So if you take it like that, it just draws your eye to Hayley's cheekbone, and it's just much more flattering and it's a nicer silhouette. So that's all secure, now we just need to tidy it up. Hairspray.
When the rain's blowing in your face.
Pieces into here, just very gently follow the line of the hair and the curve that was there originally. Once that nice shine line going across there, that means Hayley's got very healthy hair. And that's going to help with your shine line, to show how lovely and healthy the hair is. Okay, and then we're going to pop the same hair accessory back in. So this is our Jenny Packham, and we can have it a little bit closer to the front now because we haven't got the parting. And again, I think that's beautiful. So that would be great for a wedding or for a more red carpet glamorous look as well. Thank you for watching today. Hopefully some of those styles have given you some inspiration for how you might wear your hair next year. If you're looking for any more inspiration for your hair, check out our website, which is www.lovehair.co.uk.